Hello YouTube. Here we have my IBM Thinkpad A21e, and I thought I'd give you guys an update on it now that Ubuntu 10.04 is out. Now, I tried 10.04 on this machine at one point, and GNOME is extremely slow on this thing. This is the IBM Thinkpad with the 600 MHz Celeron processor, 256 megabytes of RAM, and an either 4 or 8 megabyte ATI video card. Very old. You know, it's about a 10-year-old computer. Yet the original hard drive is older than the computer. Go figure that. And speaking of which, I put a new hard drive in this thing. I put a Western Digital 80 gigabyte hard drive in here. It's still an IDE hard drive, but it's a hell of a lot faster than the old one. It's 5,400 RPM. The old one was probably either a 32 or 4,200 RPM hard drive. And this is the old hard drive. It's a Fujitsu. Oh, Fujitsu! You know, the date, look at the date on it. November 1998. Old. And it still works, actually. It still works just fine. It's just a really slow hard drive, and you can't really keep up with today's operating system. So, a new hard drive is a much needed improvement. And, as I was saying before, GNOME was very slow in this machine. So, what did I do? I installed Ubuntu, and XFCE hasn't broken on me like it did with 9.10 so far. Now, what I've done, since I have more space now, is I've formatted, I've given about 20 gigabytes of, for the root partition. I've given 1 gigabyte to swap, and the rest to the home partition. And I'm using ext3 for the root, I'm using XFS for my home as always, and I'm using swap for swap. I also have the wireless still working and all that stuff, so let's start her up. I must add, the new hard drive is really quiet. This thing is loud. Very loud. Let's watch it boot up. And it's definitely functional as a note-taking computer and an IRC computer for sure. It can serve that purpose well. There we are, Ubuntu 10.04. And even with ext3, it boots fast. One thing I've noticed with IDE hard drives, if you're using an IDE hard drive, do not use ext4. Whatever you do, it slows things down on IDE hard drives. If you're on SATA, then go ahead. But on IDE, it makes things a lot slower. ext3 is perfect on IDE hard drives. As you can see, we log in now with my still default background with the birds and stuff and the tree. This may look slow to some of you, but it's actually a hell of a lot faster than it used to be. I'm giving Ubuntu 10.04 a thumbs up so far. I mean, it's pretty good. As you can see, wireless is working. Or at least it's detecting it. Yeah, now it's connected. Almost. Once the computer realizes that it is. There's the hard drive light, so it's chugging away right there. And here's a track point to move your mouse around and all that stuff. Wireless networks available. Maybe I didn't set it to auto-connect. I probably didn't. But here we test opening a window. It takes a while. But once this thing's started up, it's pretty fat. Once this thing is done doing its initial boot up, it's a lot snappier than this. It's on auto Netgear, and it still didn't connect. It's weird. And I named a Linksys router Netgear. See, look at this. This is a flaw within the system. It says auto Netgear, since, I went down, selected it, and then put in the web key, but it doesn't check the checkbox for connect automatically. That is ridiculous. Whatever. There, now it's connecting, as you can see. And we have connectivity. No, I don't think I've installed an IRC client just yet, but here's all my stuff. Applications. I have SuperTux 2 on here, which I have not tried yet. We'll have to look at that. Graphics, I have GIMP in here and all that stuff. OpenOffice drawing. I installed OpenOffice too. I also have Audacity and VLC, which I added in here. VLC for the audio codecs, actually. Network, I have AMSN, MSN, Empathy. I put Empathy in there. I added Google Chrome as well. Oh, XChat's already installed. Nice. I added OpenOffice and the HP LIP GUI stuff. I also added Wine, just in case I need to run a few little Windows programs. Added Windows wireless drivers so that I could put this thing in. Since in order to get on the internet without that, I need to use this as just a review. This 3.0 megahertz LAN card. It's a 10100 LAN card, so it's still pretty fast. And of course, I'm using XFCE. Let's start up Google Chrome. Now, I have not installed Flash on here because Flash performs so slow on this old thing that there's just no point. Java's installed and JavaScript and all that stuff will work, but I just have no need to use Flash on this, so I haven't installed it. Here's Chrome. Chrome isn't your default browser. I don't care. Okay, let's load up something like yeah, why not dig.com. Now it's using some swap. I know that. When I put up System Monitor earlier, it was using about 60 megabytes of swap, between like 60 and 65. So this machine actually uses swap. It's that old. Now there's some JavaScript on here, which is making things take a while, which is these ads. Which is why I prefer Firefox more, because I know the plugins. I'm pretty sure you could put extensions in here. Let me check. Yeah, you can put extensions in, but I don't have any. So let's close out of that. Look at that. When you close it, it just goes. Now let's try out SuperTux 2 just to see how that performs. I bet you anything it'll perform like crap. Let's take a look at it. Hard drive chugging away. If it runs well, I'll be flabbergasted. Because this video card is from 2000. The year 2000, that is. There we go. As you can see, the menu's taking ages to load. Look at that. That's awful. Oh my god. Yeah, look at the mouse. It's going to perform like crap if I play it, so I'm going to close this. But yeah, that's just been an update. Ubuntu 10.04 is pretty fast on these old machines, and I like it. It's nice. XFCE hasn't broken so far, which is what my problem originally was with Ubuntu 9.10. So hopefully it'll be smooth sailing from now on, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.